What's up? My name is Cade Morrison. I serve as the director of a youth conference in East Texas that we call the Rise. And I wanted to come to you today and ask youth groups and churches and communities that are all around us, but also that are extended up through Texas and maybe across the United States. Some of you that may be watching this video wanted to ask and pose a question to you, and that question would be this: what are you doing about the issue of human trafficking? And the reason I ask that question is because I care about your response. Because about 3 years ago, I was asked this question and couldn't answer it in the way that I should have been able to answer it. And now 3 years later, I have developed a heartbeat for the area of human trafficking and have made a lot of people aware of what's going on in this. Have raised money to come against it. I'm taking a trip in October to Cambodia to go on a sex trafficking awareness trip. And so God has really captured my heart 3 years ago because I couldn't answer this question in the way that I wanted to. And I'm not here today to make you feel guilty, but I do want you to think about what you are doing about it, because I feel like it's our responsibility as the church, as Christians, to come against the evil within this world. And so today I want to lay a challenge before you to where possibly you could answer this question in maybe a way that you couldn't answer it right now as you've just heard it. And so there's a ministry that we are partnering with called Rapha House. And Rapha House is based out of Joplin, Missouri. And they have safe houses. They have 2 in Cambodia, they have 1 in Haiti, they have 1 in Thailand. And the Rise Youth Conference has worked with them this last year, and we raised $25,000 to give to them. And this year we feel like it needs to go bigger than that, because the goal of the Rise is this. We want students to understand that there is churches all over in your communities, but when it's all said and done and Jesus cracks the sky open, denominations are not going to matter. There's going to be one church that rises, and what that Jesus did in your heart individually is what's ultimately going to matter. And so we want to be a representation of what the overall church looks like, the one church that Jesus will rise. And so Rapha House is a ministry that the Rise has been partnering with and is going to continue to partner with this year. But we need your help. And here's how we need your help. There is about 20 to 25 churches that attend the Rise. We want to build an administration building in Cambodia in one of the safe houses. Within that safe house, there is what they call cottages. And those cottages house girls that have been rescued, that are brought to them, and they begin the healing process for each one of those girls. 4 of those cottages are being used for administration, which is your social workers, your counselors, people that work with these girls every day on site. And so they need more room because it is full within this site. And so they need those cottages to be able to bring more girls in, but they need an administration building for that to happen. They own the land already, and it costs $200,000 to build this administration building. And so you're thinking that's a lot of money, and I'm thinking the same thing. But at the same time, this is how we need your help. What we're doing here in East Texas is we're launching the 100 Box Challenge through Rapha House. And all of the youth groups that participate in the Rise here in East Texas are a part of this 100 Box Challenge. And basically what this is there's envelopes in here from $1 all the way up to $100. And so you'll see these designated envelopes when you open this box. If your youth group and churches accept this challenge, you'll see them with individual amounts. And the idea is that when you got your box, if your youth group accepts this challenge, your church accepts this challenge to make a difference in the area of human trafficking, you would basically take an envelope out, you would take it with you for a week. There's statistics on this little brochure that's inside of here for you to memorize, for you to look at, for you to get into conversations with people about, that you would tell at least 5 people about Rapha House, about the issue of human trafficking, and that people would be made aware of this. You would bring this back with the offering, the designated amount on the envelope, bring it back, put it back in. And so we want you as students to participate in this, you as churches, you as parents and volunteers to participate in this if this is something that you're interested in. And so if you do this and you go from $1 all the way up to $100 within this box, and you fill every one of those envelopes with the designated amount, it equals $5,050. And so in order for us to raise $200,000, we basically have to have 40 of these boxes filled. There's around 20 to 25 churches that attend the Rise that will probably commit to this, and that are going to continue to commit to this, that are going to grab a box. There may be some more people that grab more than one box, that want more than one box for their youth group or their church, which is fine. But ultimately, we want some of you that have a heartbeat for human trafficking and want to do something about it. This is a great resource to do it. So not only just to raise money that it would go into a fund, but to where we could lay a foundation for a building that is going to offer counseling, the healing, and the restoration process of these girls. A building that would be there for a long, long, long time. And so we are just excited to see what the Lord may do in this. There's lots of little things within this. There's a brochure. There's a documentary on one of the girls that gives her testimony that your youth group can watch or your church can watch. There's instructions on how the 100 box works within this. It's just an incredible challenge that I think not only do Rise students want to participate in, and Rise youth groups and churches, but we feel like it's going to extend into the state of Texas, all the way up maybe possibly to Ohio, some churches that are interested there. And so we want to cross the United States for everybody to participate in this that want to have the opportunity to build this administration building. And so what we're asking is that you would accept the 100 box challenge. And so as your youth group or your church is watching this, what we want to do, if you accept this challenge, we want you to videotape and on your cell phone, whatever it may be, and we want you to get your whole youth group behind you and record this and say that we accept the 100 box challenge. This is something that we want to do, and we want to make a difference, and you can hashtag it 100 box. But we are looking for churches to participate in this, to make a global impact on some girls that need our help and a ministry that needs our help. And so you can look up Rapha House on their website, raphahouse.org. It's online, great website. You can educate yourself on some things. But we're looking for churches who want to be involved and invested in making a difference in the area of human trafficking. We hope that you understand that this is a global issue that needs the church to fight against it. Looking forward to hearing from who accepts the 100 box challenge.